What if the most dangerous animal alive could fit in the palm of your hand? Most people spend their lives fearing the obvious threats: sharks, lions, bears. But nature does not always warn you with size. Sometimes the deadliest things on Earth come wrapped in beauty, silence, and something small enough to overlook entirely. Every creature on this list has taken human lives, and the final one on this list is responsible for more human deaths than every other animal on the planet combined. Stay until the end, because that reveal will change the way you look at the natural world forever. Number 10. The pufferfish. This fish looks almost cartoonish. Round, slow-moving, almost friendly. But inside its body sits one of the most lethal natural substances ever discovered. Tetrodotoxin. A poison so powerful that a single pufferfish carries enough to kill multiple adults. There is no antidote. None. If the toxin enters the body, it begins shutting down muscle function, while the victim remains completely conscious, fully aware, unable to move or breathe. Doctors can only keep patients alive and hope the poison clears before the body gives out. Here is what makes it even stranger. In Japan, this fish is served as a delicacy called fugu. Chefs must hold a special government license just to prepare it. One small mistake in the kitchen, and dinner becomes a death sentence. This is where it gets terrifying. Because the next animal is not hiding in restaurants, it is hiding right outside. Number 9. The Deathstalker scorpion. The name alone should be enough. Found across North Africa and the Middle East, the Deathstalker is not the largest scorpion on Earth, but it may be the most dangerous. Its venom triggers a brutal cascade of reactions inside the human body. Severe pain comes first, then fever, then convulsions, then the breathing starts to go. For healthy adults, survival is possible. But for children, elderly people, or anyone with a heart condition, a single sting can be fatal. These creatures are not rare. They live in the same dry, rocky environments where people build homes and sleep at night. Which one is the scariest so far? Keep watching, because things are about to get much worse. Number 8. The cone snail. This one is almost cruel in how it works. The cone snail has one of the most beautiful shells in the ocean. People spot them on beaches and pick them up, drawn in by the pattern, the colour, the elegance. And that is exactly when the snail strikes. Hidden inside the shell is a harpoon-like tooth capable of firing in any direction, including backward, toward the hand holding it. That tooth injects a cocktail of hundreds of different toxins directly into the skin. There is no specific antidote. Some victims call it the cigarette snail, because legend says a person may only have time to finish one last cigarette before the venom takes hold. That may be an exaggeration. But the deaths are not. Number 7. The stonefish. Widely recognized as the most venomous fish in the world, the stonefish wins not through speed or aggression, but through invisibility. It lies perfectly still on the ocean floor, disguised as a rock, waiting. A person wading through shallow coastal water does not see it. They step on it. The spines along its back drive venom deep into the foot. The pain that follows is described by survivors as some of the worst ever experienced by a human being. Without treatment, the venom can cause paralysis and heart failure. The fish never chased anyone. It simply existed, and that was enough. Number 6. The blue-ringed octopus. Small enough to sit in a human hand, quiet, almost gentle-looking until it feels threatened. That is when the electric blue rings appear, flashing across its skin like a warning signal. Most people do not know what those rings mean. They should. This tiny octopus produces tetrodotoxin, the same poison found in the pufferfish. Its bite is often completely painless. Victims may not even realize they have been bitten. But within minutes, paralysis sets in. Respiratory failure follows. There is no antidote. A person can be fully conscious as their body shuts down, aware of everything, unable to stop any of it. If these tiny killers are more dangerous than expected, wait until you see what takes the number 1 spot. Number 5. The golden poison frog. Bright yellow. Beautiful. Impossible to miss. That colour is a message from nature. Stay away. The golden poison frog, found in Colombian rainforests, is one of the most toxic animals ever documented. A single wild frog carries enough poison to kill several adult humans. Indigenous peoples throughout history understood this and used the toxins to coat the tips of blowgun darts for hunting. The poison does not need to be ingested to be deadly, Contact through an open wound or mucous membrane is enough. Something so small and so vivid should not be this lethal. But this is nature, and nature does not negotiate. Number 4. The Brazilian wandering spider. Most spiders build webs and wait. This one does not. The Brazilian wandering spider moves, searches and hides. It ends up in shoes left on the floor, inside boxes, beneath towels, inside bunches of bananas that get shipped across the world. People find these spiders in grocery stores, in their kitchens, sometimes in their bedrooms. The venom causes intense pain that spreads through the body rapidly. In serious cases, paralysis and breathing failure follow. It is aggressive when cornered and fast when threatened. The wandering part of the name is not just a label, it is a warning. But the next animal does not wander. It drifts. And it is even harder to spot. Number 3. The box jellyfish. There is almost nothing to see. A box jellyfish drifting through coastal Australian or Southeast Asian waters is nearly transparent. Its tentacles can stretch for several feet, lined with millions of microscopic stingers that fire on contact. The venom attacks the heart directly. Cardiac arrest can follow within minutes of a major exposure. Some victims never make it back to shore. They go into shock in the water before anyone can reach them. Beachgoers have walked into the tentacles without seeing them at all. There is no dramatic encounter. There is no warning. Just the water, and then the venom, and then the race to survive. Number 2. The tsetse fly. This is where the list shifts from venom to something slower, and in some ways more terrifying. The tsetse fly is found across sub-Saharan Africa, and it carries African sleeping sickness, a disease caused by a parasitic infection transmitted through the fly's bite. The disease moves quietly at first. Fatigue, fever, joint pain, then it crosses into the nervous system. Confusion sets in. Sleep patterns collapse completely. Without treatment, it is fatal. Historically, outbreaks of sleeping sickness devastated entire communities across the African continent. This fly does not paralyze instantly, it destroys slowly, and that makes it one of the most insidious animals on this entire list. Number 1. The mosquito. Here it is. The most dangerous animal on Earth. Not the lion, not the shark, not any of the venomous creatures covered before this moment. The mosquito. This tiny insect, found on every continent except Antarctica, kills hundreds of thousands of people every single year. It spreads malaria, dengue fever, yellow fever, Zika, West Nile virus, and more. Malaria alone has been responsible for an almost incomprehensible number of human deaths throughout history. No other animal comes close to that number, not even remotely. And yet most people swat mosquitoes away without a second thought. They buzz near a lamp at night and nobody panics. Nobody fears them the way they fear a great white shark or a grizzly bear. But the numbers do not lie. The deadliest creature alive is the one most people barely notice. That is the real lesson hiding inside this list. Danger in the natural world does not always announce itself with teeth or claws or size. Sometimes it glows blue. Sometimes it drifts silently through shallow water. Sometimes it looks like a beautiful shell on a beach. And sometimes it is so ordinary, so constant, so invisible in daily life, that the mind stops registering it as a threat at all. Nature is not trying to look dangerous. It simply is. If this surprised you, nature has far more deadly secrets waiting to be uncovered.